Hi, Beth. Hi, Amar. Good to see you guys.
Hi, Linda. How's it going?
Hey there.
Good. So I was chatting with Beth recently. She made a transition to TrueLink Financial. I had never heard of it, but they really have a unique solution that I think could help a lot of my clients, if not now, but definitely in the future. And I was sharing this with Amar, a friend and fellow advisor, and he likewise wanted to learn more about TrueLink. So here we are today. And I will just say that this video is for educational purposes only. So maybe I'll start, Beth, and just share with you. So I have a client who is the trustee for a special needs trust for his disabled sibling. And anyone who served in that role knows it's a lot of responsibility. There are a lot of rules. How could you help someone in that position?
Linda, the client you're describing is exactly the type of client that we can help. We can help them not only from an investment management standpoint and helping them be in the appropriate portfolio for the time horizon and their particular needs, as well as we have another tool that is very helpful, the TrueLink Prepaid Visa Debit Card, so that individual has the ability to kind of have some independence, but with some guardrails so they can fully participate out in our world, in our communities. There's always this tension between independence and protection. And I think TrueLink really has two great solutions to kind of find that balance.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have a personal story. My dad actually had a hip replacement and ended up getting a stroke in that process. And how does TrueLink help with like diminished capacity? Because I can see this debit card, when you're talking about autonomy as well as protection, that doesn't happen all at once, right? It's a gradual process.
Right.
So how does that work?
Right. So, the prepaid Visa card can be set up to be very constrictive, or it can be more open and have more options available for spending. So for your dad in particular, maybe he's used to going to getting coffee every morning with your mom, and having the dignity to pull out his debit card and purchase that coffee, as opposed to having to rely on somebody else for that. So that, it could be that the spending monitor allows for that, but yet doesn't allow for more than $100 withdrawal at an ATM. So we're always worried about financial exploitation, but again, finding that balance. So this spending monitor would allow you as family members to kind of fine tune how that can work. You can go in and monitor it. You can change it. You can get text alerts to let you know that an expenditure has happened, or maybe it's been denied. Maybe that individual's at a place where they shouldn't be. So it's set up to be denied at that location.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I remember a time in my career, I was at a large firm, and we're working with somebody that was elderly in their late 80s. And we knew he was being taken advantage of by people in his sphere. And we knew that he also had a gambling problem, with being in San Diego, the Del Mar Fair, the horse track. He was an avid gambler. Even at this big firm, we weren't able to protect him from himself. And, having the family being involved in putting guardrails, I'm assuming you could exclude, gambling, alcohol, like certain sectors where the money could be spent. But how does TrueLink help? Like, I'm assuming there's many different cases where TrueLink can help, right? And with these guardrails.
Right. So you've mentioned a couple. One is really like your father and an elderly client, just giving that financial freedom, but with the protections. You could extrapolate that to someone that's in recovery. And as they leave recovery and go venture out into our community again, having that TrueLink card that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So the monitor's set so that it helps slowly migrate them back into the surroundings that they need to be, we're initially trying to protect them from.
No, that's awesome. I think that scaling ability is great, because to have this conversation, you need to have all your wits about you first, because you're protecting yourself from your future self, right? And having family involved can definitely protect more than like a large company or bank or any institution
Right.
like that.
Or like Linda had asked with the client with the special needs trust. So special needs trusts have very specific parameters on what you can and cannot spend money on to maintain public benefits. So that TrueLink card can be set up by that trustee to help monitor and contain where that money is being spent, so those public benefits are not impacted.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you for being here and for sharing about this.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure.
Of course. To learn more information about TrueLink, go to truelinkfinancial.com, or you can connect with Beth on LinkedIn.
Nice speaking with y'all.
See y'all.
Bye.